Hi friends, so today we are going to create a new kind of dashboard which is a comparative analysis dashboard. We will understand what is this comparative analysis dashboard. First I'll show you dashboard, right? After creating the dashboard it will look like this. Okay. After creating the dashboard it will look like this. I have already created this. Okay, so today we will create this dashboard. So this is very live and interactive dashboard, right? There are so many new things in this dashboard. Okay, so we know what are the steps for creating the dashboard. The first step is we have to add the data, right? So we will build this dashboard from scratch. Okay, so the first thing is we have to add the data. So we know how to add the data, right? Today also we will add the data by using Excel workbook. Okay, so click on this Excel workbook. Okay, go to your destination file. So this file I'll use for comparative analysis dashboard. It will take 5 to 10 seconds to load. Okay, I have already seen the data set, right? There is nothing to transform in this data set. It is very clean and crystal. Okay, so we don't have to transform this data set. I'll also give this data set to you. If you want to practice, you can use it. Just ping your mail ID in the comment box. Okay, so basically we have three tables in it: budget, product master, and sales. So directly we will load it. If you want to see data, I'll show you. Okay, so it will take like hardly 10 to 15 seconds to get loaded. So it's written there are pending changes in your queries that haven't been applied. See, it's loading. Okay, so after that, after loading, what we have to do, we have to see the tables, right? And we have to fix some measures which we want to calculate from the given data. Okay, so there are certain things which we want to calculate from the given data. I'll tell you one by one. Okay, first let us wait to get loaded. Our data set is ready. It's already been loaded. Okay, so click here on this table button. It's taking time. Okay, so basically we have three tables: budget, product master, and sales. Okay, so we will click on this table. It will show the preview of the table. Okay, so in the first table, budget, we have three column: month, product ID, and budgeted amount. Right, in the second table, product master, we have three columns: product ID, product name, and category. In the third table, we have three options: date, product ID, and sale amount. Okay, these are the three things. After that, right, we have to create the measures which we want to use, but before that we will create a new table. Okay, in this new table the first column will be date. Now for fetching the date from the given data set, we will use some function calendar auto, right? It will automatically fetch the dates from the given data set. If you hit enter, see the first column will be created, which is date, and automatically dates are there. After that, what we will do, we will create a new column, okay, for fetching the years, right? For fetching the year. So for year, what we will do, year is equals to date dimension. We'll select date dot year. We'll hit enter. See, one new column will get created in which all years are written. After that, we want month as well. Okay, in the similar way, we will create new column. This is called as transformation of data. Okay, we are creating new column. We are calculating month from the date. Okay, so it will be month equals to the column name is table name is date dimension. So in this we'll select date dot, as we are taking month, so month and enter. Now let's say, right, we have this one. After that we want to calculate quarter. Okay, so again same new column, right? So quarter, let's say QTR is equals to date dimension. Okay, we are using this one date column for quarter, and we will hit enter. See, it will give quarter one, quarter two, like this. Okay, so our data is ready. Okay, so now there is nothing to transform in this data set. The next thing which we will do is we will check the connection. Okay, so here in this model you can check the connection. We have three tables, so three tables will be there. Okay, so the first table is budget, the second table is product master, the third table is sales data. Now there will be one more table which is date dimension, which we have created now only. Okay, now if you observe carefully, budget and product master is connected with product ID, right? Budget and product master will be is connected with product ID. If you observe carefully, the sales and date dimension have date in common. Okay, so we will connect these two. We will connect these two. After that, if you observe carefully, budget and date dimension have month in column. So we will connect this one. Okay, for connection, for developing the connection, okay, circular dependency is detected. Why it is detected? Okay, so date, product ID. This is date. Okay, so we can drag this month to this date. Yeah, now it has built the connection. Okay, so all four tables are connected, so we have built the connection as well. Okay, the next thing is we want to hide something, because see, if you observe carefully this field on the right side of your screen, there are so many things, right? But in the from this we want to hide something. So what we will do, we will hide month and product ID from budget table. Okay, so we will hide it from the report view. We'll hide it from the report. So, yeah, product ID, then product ID from product master. Okay, and at last date and product ID from sales. Okay, we have hidden some of the columns. Next thing is you can directly go on report view. Okay, now if you observe carefully, there are less number of things. Okay, but here also our complete data is not ready. Why? Because we want to measure something which we do which we haven't calculated yet, right? So for the first thing is we will calculate that things which we want to measure. Okay, so what are the different things which we want to measure? So for that, again go to this data. Okay, now here what you have to do, okay, go to home, create new measure. So the very first thing which we want to measure is current year sale. Okay, CY sales. So for that I have already typed the formula. See, I'll explain this formula to you. I'll give this formula to you as well. You can directly copy paste this formula. So how this formula works, CY sales, which we want to calculate, is equals to, first we have created the variable CY, right? In this variable CY, we have fetched the maximum year, okay, from the given data set, okay, and for that year we are returning the value, calculate, then sum. If you want to calculate anything, you have to use calculate function, then the calculation is like this: sum sales in the sales amount table, comma, for which year, filter means that particular year, which is nothing but CY, which we have defined through that particular variable CY. You can just hit enter, right? See, CY sales is created. In the similar way, we want to create new measure. Okay, so CY sales we have created. Now the second measure will be PY sales. Okay, so how we will create PY sale? Okay, so we will again, I have created the formula. I'll explain this formula to you as well. Okay, so PY sale, which we want to measure, PY sales is equals to calculate CY sales, comma, sam same period last year, comma, that particular date. Okay, you can just hit enter. See, PY sales will also be get calculated. So we have calculated two things, CY sales and PY sales. The third thing which we want to do here is we'll create one more new measure, okay, which will calculate YOY sales growth percentage, right? So there is formula for this one as well. So YOY sales growth percentage will be, we will divide CY sales minus by difference of CY sales and PY sales with PY sales, right? And if it is returning 0 or any unnecessary value, it will give blank. Okay, this is the concept for this particular formula, for this particular syntax. We will hit enter. I'll provide this formula. Okay, you can directly copy paste this formula while practicing. Okay, the next thing is we will again click on new measure. Okay, and this time we will calculate budgeted sales. Okay, so the formula for budgeted sales will be like this: budgeted sales, we have created again variable CY for that particular year, and we are returning the value some budget amount, and filter will be that particular year. Just hit enter. Okay, four things we have calculated. Now one more thing which we can calculate from this data set is budget variance. Okay, so for this budget variance, you can directly copy this formula, paste this formula. So budget variance will be, we have to divide, and the numerator will be difference between CY and budgeted sales, and denominator will be budgeted sale. If it is given in giving any unnecessary value, okay, so it will give blank. Hit enter. So we have calculated all the 5 parameters. Now our complete data set is ready. Now we can create our visual. Okay, we can create our visual. So what we will do, we will go on this report page. Now we are ready to create the visuals. So friends, now our data is ready. Okay, we are good to go for creating visuals, right? So while creating a dashboard, first we have to fix our background, right? So I have already created one background image. I'll show you. Okay, I have created this image in Microsoft PowerPoint. So for this, what you have to do, you have to go on this one, format your report page, go to canvas background. So this area is called as canvas, where we will create the visuals. Okay, here is one option to select the image. Okay, we will browse the image. So my image is on desktop, then this one, then Power BI, and my image is this one. See, the image is not loaded yet. Why? Because the transparency is 100%. So we have to reduce this transparency to 0%. And select the image fit as fit here. So I have created this background for my dashboard. Okay, so the name of the dashboard is Comparative Analysis Dashboard. So for this dashboard, the very first thing is we will create the card visuals. Okay, so we know how to create the card visual. Go to this one, build visual. This is called as the card visual. Just click on this. Okay, so how many card visuals we need? We need 5 card visual. Okay, because we have calculated 5 parameters. The first one was CY sales. We will so just tick mark this one. CY sales. Okay, we'll just reduce the size of this visual. Okay, this looks good. We'll adjust the position. Okay, it's fine. Now what we can do, we can format this visual. Go to on this one, format your visual, go to general setting. The very first thing which you have to do is go to effect, turn off the background. Okay, after that turn on the visual borders. The color of the border will be, you can select black, and for rounded corner give approximately 15. Okay, and the next thing is enable the shadow. It looks good. Okay, after that go to visual. So the number inside this particular visual is called as call out value, so make the call out value as bold. Okay, and the color for this we will keep it as this one. Okay, and this CY sale which is written here is called as category label. Okay, so it is not looking that good, but we'll make it bold and we'll select the color as black. Now it's looking fine. Okay, so this was the very first card. Okay, so in the similar way we will create 5 card. Okay, so what we can do, we can just copy and paste this card. So Power BI has one main advantage in which the advantage is we can directly copy paste the visuals here. Right? See, it is very easy. Okay, so what we can do, we can align all these visuals horizontally. So select all. Okay, go to format, go to align, distribute horizontally. Okay, done. So the first card visual was for CY sales. So the next will be for PY sales. Okay, the next will be for CY sales we have created, for PY sales we have created. The next will be for budgeted sales. The next will be budgeted sales done. So it will be budget variance actually. And after that, the last will be YOY sales growth. Right? So almost our all card visuals are ready. Now what we can do, see, as this is negative, so we can give the color based on the condition. Okay, so how to give color based on the condition? Go to call out value, select the function here. Okay, so the function, instead of gradient, what we can do, we can select rules here. So rule is saying that if the value is greater than equal to 0, right, then as it is greater we will select green. Okay, so function, it is greater than equal to 0, we will select green. New rule, if it is less than 0, then this should be red. Okay, yeah, it will work. Just copy this format, paste it here. Okay, so it will, what changes it will make, see, if the percentage is positive it will give green color, if the percentage is negative it will give red color. Okay, so card visuals are ready. The next thing is we want to create slicers, right? So slicers, we know these are the temporary filter. Okay, so we will create the slicer for year. We want drop down. So we will just edit this. See, slicer header we don't want actually. The The next thing is general, go to effect. We don't want background. Okay, after that go to visual, slicer settings, slicer header, values. You can make it bold. Color you can make it like this. Okay, background, I guess this is fine. Border you can make with, yeah, it's look good actually. We can drag it like this, paste it here. See, we have slicer for, but it's not looking right. So what we can do, go to just select this. Okay, go here, visual value, we'll select black, right? Black will be like more visible. Yeah, see, now we want to create one more visual like this. We'll just copy, we'll just paste it, drag this here. So in for this slicer, right, instead of year, what we will do, we will give quarter. Okay, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Great. So we have created slicers as well. Okay, one slicer for year, the next slicer for quarter, so that we can filter out the data based on year, and the next thing is we can filter out the data based on quarter. Right, now we will create some graphs. Okay, so the first thing, the very first graph which we will create is the donut chart. Okay, so I'll just show you how we will create this. Okay, so what we can show in this chart is category wise sales, right? uh, CY sales, right? So the value will be CY sales and the legend will be category, like this. Okay, so just increase the size of this visual so that the numbers are clearly visible. See, now all the numbers are clearly visible, so this size is perfect. So first we will format this one. Okay, so for formatting this, go here, click on general. The very first effect will be, we will disable the background, we will enable the visual border, we will enable the shadow, the color of the border will be black, same formatting, we will select 15 here. Done. Then go to visual, legend, for text we will select black, the color will be black only and bold. The next thing is data label, so again for data label the values will be this one, make it bold, make it black. Okay, now slicer header, right? Go to general, go to title, so title is already there. Okay, make it bold, center align, background color select as dark. Okay, and the text color you can select it as white. Okay, so now our visual is perfect, right? It is looking perfect. Okay, after that we will create one more visual. Okay, which is the scatter chart. Okay, which is the scatter chart. So what we can do, we can select this visual scatter chart, we'll drag this visual here. Okay, so in this scatter chart what we will show, uh, so basically we have to define x-axis and y-axis. So on y-axis we will put CY sales, right? On x-axis we will put YOY sales growth. Okay, so our scatter chart is ready. And sorry, x-axis, y-axis, the legend will be product name. Yeah, right. So what we will do, we will just edit this one. Okay, go here, legend we will off. Okay, so x-axis So range, all things are fine. Values will make it black, will make it bold. Okay, then title of x-axis again will make it bold. Similarly on y-axis, values will make it black, will make it bold. Similarly again title will make it black, will make it, it's already black. The next thing is okay, grid lines. So horizontal will create solid grid line. Color is white, so now the color is black. Vertical, the will create solid one only. The color is white, will create, now the color is black. Okay, so category label, if we enable it, no, it will not look that good. Okay, shape is there. Okay, so we want circle only. Okay, size, it is like very, so you can select instead of 50 the 20 will also look good. Yeah. Okay, and one more thing which we can create here is, okay, so this is good. After that we will just copy this format, we'll paste it here. Okay, so in this what we have to do, we have to just disable the legend. Okay, go to this format. Okay, legend we will disable. Okay, so our visual is ready. The next thing which we can create is the line chart. Okay, the next thing which we can create is the line chart. So I'll tell you how to create this line chart actually. Okay, so for creating this line chart, okay, so before line chart what we can do, we can create one table. Okay, so this is called as matrix visual. Okay, you can select this visual from here, align this visual like this. Okay, so in this matrix table, okay, so the, the first one, the first thing is rows, right? So in rows what we will do, we will add category. The next thing is we have added the category, right? So for values what we can add, we can add py sales, right? We can add cy sales, we can add budgeted sales, we can add YOY sales growth, we can add budgeted variance actually. Okay, these three things are fine. Okay, and see what we can do here. Okay, so we'll just format this. So basically click on this visual, go to format option, right? Style, instead of default you can use bold header and flashy rows like this. Okay, and the next thing will be go to general, go to effect, background we will off. Okay, so the table visual will look like this. After that we want to create a line chart. Okay, so as we want to create a line chart, what we will do, we will select this line chart like this. We'll go here, select the area. Okay, so for this line chart what we will do, so on y-axis it will be cy sales, on y-axis it will be cy sales, on x-axis we will select years. I'm just testing actually. Okay, on x-axis in years. Okay, remove years, select date here. Yeah, this we want. Great. Okay, so we can reduce the size of this visual. So in this what we will do, we will copy the format from here. Sorry, we will copy the format from here. We'll paste it here. So almost everything will be ready. The next thing is we can create forecast here. I'll tell you how to create forecast, but that is not needed here actually. While creating the forecast, what you can do, see, you can use this tool. Okay, first select the visual where you want to create forecast. Go here. Okay, so for creating a forecast, the graph should always be a line chart. Okay, you can enable the forecast. Go on drop down. See, instead in unit, what you can do, you can use year. So as you want to create this for 1 year, forecast for 1 year, select one. Okay, and seasonality, how many point you can select? 365 points. You can hit enter and click on apply. See, so this is the forecast, right? It is looking good. One more visual which we can create is the area chart. We have one space for creating the visual. Always remember, whenever we are creating anything for the forecast, okay, we have to select line chart there, right? Because only on line chart we can create the forecast. Okay, so yeah, so what we will do, we will create the area chart here. So on this area chart, okay, so we will show month, or we can on x-axis we can give date. Okay, on y-axis we can give py sales, then cy sales, cy sales. The next thing will be budgeted sales. We can also give in the same graph. Okay, and for this particular graph, okay, let's say we want only month. Yeah, now this is looking good. Okay, so we will just format it. What we will do, we will copy our format and we will paste it here. Okay, so if you want legend, you can get the legend from here. click on data. No, data label we don't want. We want legend, right? So go to general. Yeah, here. Just enable this button, so it will show which color indicate what thing. Okay, so our dashboard is ready. Now one more thing which we can do in this dashboard, right? It is called as tooltip. Okay, so I'll tell you what we can do. So basically see, if you select, right, if you want that this particular visual should not change based on your slicer selection. Okay, so what you can do, you can click on this slicer. Okay, and you can click here. So if you like select anything in this particular slicer, right, everything will change, but this graph will not change. Similarly for this selection also, we'll disable this one. So our dynamic dashboard is ready. Now one more thing which we can create in this particular dashboard is, okay, so what we will do, I have created a new page here, page 3. Okay, go to this one, format your report page. Okay, go to canvas setting. Okay, go to page information actually. Okay, where is that option? I'll tell you what was the thing. We will discuss that in like another video, that is called as tooltip. Okay, so basically see our dashboard is ready. Okay, so let us check whether it is working or not. Okay, so see, let's say we will select the year. So we don't want 2017 and 2015 data, so we can select, see, the features of this particular dashboard is we have given one slicer. Okay, from that particular slicer we can select year, for which year we want the data. We similarly we can select quarters as well. Okay, so we want only the data for quarter 2 and quarter 3. Okay, so like this the data will change, right? The next thing is automatically card visual will show the values, right? And while showing the values for this budget variance and YOY sales growth, we have given the condition, right? If it is negative, it will show in red. If it is positive, it will show in green, right? We have created one visual for table. It will automatically show the numbers for CY sales, PY sales, and budgeted sales. Okay, we have created the line chart. Okay, and we have created 1 year forecast as well. Okay, so it means after 2021 the value will be here, right? We have created the scattered chart, okay, showing CY sales for YOY sales growth percentage, right? We have created one donut chart which is showing CY sales for each and every category. See, let's say you want the data only for category 3. Okay, you will select this blue color, so automatically every data will get changed. Okay, let's say you want data for this category, so automatically for this category the data will change. Okay, like this. Now you want the data for all categories, so click here, anywhere in the visual. Okay, you will get the data for all things. Okay, so our dashboard is ready. I hope you have liked the video. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe this channel. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can comment. If you want the data set for practice, okay, you can just ping me your mail ID, right? Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.